This is the property where one of my tenants went missing and we ended up finding out that he was in jail. He was living in the garage apartment behind this front house, but the front house tenant also moved out. And so this property is completely empty. You're gonna spend a day in the life with me as we get it back ready to get rented out. In that last video, there were a ton of questions about how long it took the tenant to get the place in that condition, whether or not we screened them, whether we did inspections, what type of banned substances he might have been on. I will answer a bunch of those questions throughout the day. But one decision that we did come to is that these will become short-term rentals. So we got our Airbnb license from the city, which is just a permit you have to get short-term rentals. It's like $300 for the entire year. So we got that, and now we're gonna do some changes, install some touchpad door locks, which will make hopefully all of our key issues just disappear.
Hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right.
So frustrating, but one of my brothers who keeps all the keys did not bring them, so we can't get into this house right now. So we're gonna go to the other house that we have to install some new door locks on as well. And then we'll come back here later.
2 hours later.
Okay, this morning has not been as productive as I would normally like because we had to do all the running around, but we got all of the floodlights that we're putting around just to make sure that like there's enough lighting and whatnot. And we got the door locks, like the touch pads. So we just double checked, made sure that everything was compatible. We also got the Ring camera lights that'll light up whatever. So we just made sure that we know exactly where everything is going. And then I actually have to leave because I have a pickleball session. So I'm gonna go play and do that. If you watch the day in the life of an entrepreneur where I forgot my lunch, we did not forget lunch today, so that's good. So yeah, gonna go play, which will be a nice reprieve. And then this afternoon, come back and get stuff installed. All right, I need some lotion. So let me look at some questions in the comments of that video. So someone asked like, how often did you inspect the property, et cetera, et cetera. We typically do yearly inspections. So whenever the lease is up, then we do an inspection before renewing the lease. Someone said like you should be doing monthly inspections or quarterly inspections. I think that's a lot, but obviously it would have been nice to catch this earlier, but this tenant was only in there for 9 months. So we would have been doing an inspection coming up soon, and then obviously we wouldn't have re-rented to him. Where is my lotion? It must be in the car. But yeah, the other questions were around tenant screening and drug screening. Someone asked like, do I drug test my tenants? And the answer is no. I just want like, think about that. I don't actually know if that's even legal, but also I would never rent somewhere, especially to like a private landlord, but even anywhere. I would never rent somewhere that wanted to drug test me first. I think that's probably crossing a little bit of a boundary, but we do background checks and we do credit checks. Someone says, should you set them up as a pad split? I don't actually know what that means, but maybe it has to do with like long-term, short-term, or if like multiple people are renting by the room. I think what we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna be doing short-term or mid-term. So one of the good things about having a furnished rental is that like you can sign up on certain sites to let like insurance companies know. And whenever somebody say like I've had this happen before, somebody had a fire in their house. And so their rental or their insurance company had to pay, you know, for their temporary housing. And so the insurance company reached out to us and was like, hey, do you have, you know, a unit that this family could rent for 3 months while their house is being repaired? And those are great because the insurance company pays the rental. And yeah, those tenants usually do a great job. Pickleball time.
Let go. Hey, okay, I know I'm here to stay. Counting on my wins, so I can't play it safe. Trying to go against us, get you out the way. Go hard, it's the only way to play. Let me say, I'm a trendsetter. I'm a go-getter. I'm a trendsetter. I'm a go-getter. I'm a trendsetter. Who can do it better? I'm a go-getter. I'm a trendsetter. Hey, look, they keep calling me 'cause you ride this beat, look proud of me. Okay, it ain't no problem. See, I can mold this thing like pottery. Better, I'm a better myself. And before the talking, I don't need your help.
Okay, cool. So now batteries.
Where'd they go?
In the back piece, you'll see the spot for them. It says there's a battery holder that you have to pull up. Yeah. Okay, so now there's, it connects to the Ring app. So, if it's lined up. Good? Nice. So it says, open your door, enter one of the 2 default codes. Your lock will enter a setup routine. When the bolts stop moving, setup is complete. So we gotta keep it open for just a little bit. So we are at Lowe's. I had to return the other floodlights because I got the wrong type. I got like wired floodlights instead of the battery powered. So got new ones of those. And then I need to get some paint for the little spot underneath the door that's now exposed. And then I need to get these 2 keys. I need to get labels for them so I can put them on the master key ring. This is for the touchpad, but it's just in case the touchpad battery dies. So it's be back up. How you doing? Yeah, so I have like a black front door. It's got like kind of sheen black paint on it. And I just need a tiny, tiny bit. I changed the lock and now there's like a little bit exposed. Oh yeah, that would be plenty. YouTube vlog. Looks like I'm talking to myself all the time. Cool, thanks so much. We're gonna get a little tiny brush and then I can just keep that brush in my bag for the future. $1. Got a bunch of these to put on the master key ring. I think that might be all we need. All right, we are back where we started. So I wanna get these houses, especially the back house, on Airbnb as quickly as possible. The back house is gonna be super easy to furnish. It's just a studio versus furnishing the full 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Will just take a little bit more time. But like I said, we already got the Airbnb license from the city. And so there's nothing stopping us from getting that back house on Airbnb as quickly as possible, other than getting it into condition. Also, I don't know the last time you flew Southwest, but they have like a new pretzel partner, you know, like when the plane gives you pretzels, and it's this brand, I don't even know the name of it. It's so good. I will DM me on Instagram if you want to know the name of this brand of pretzels, but they're so good. And it's such a smart business move to like do this partnership with Southwest, because everybody is, the only time I usually eat pretzels is when I'm on a plane, right? So it's like everybody gets the pretzels and then it's just like this little bag. And I ate the pretzels like, oh my gosh, these are good. What are these? And I look at the bag and it says, like these pretzels, scan the QR code to find them in a store near you. And that's exactly what I did. And now I have a bunch of them, but they're super good. All right, let's get to work. So we just took all the stuff out. There's still a couple of things. And it just needs a good cleaning and scrubbing. There's already some stuff in here that, you know, we had for him. So now that'll go to the furnishing. Like, this is ours, this is ours. The biggest thing is getting this dang stovetop replaced. I really don't understand how he messed that up so bad. Yeah. Do you have any tape in the toolbox? Because I was thinking we could just tape the key onto this. Hi, puppy. Hey, little guy. I know, I just heard him go. He's a little puppy down there. You see him? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're cute. Yeah, don't go too far. Don't go too far. Don't get your head stuck, please. I heard that if you use the long screws, it makes it harder to kick the door in on the strike plate. All right, folks, that is a wrap. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and see you on the next one.